enjoy the show after the beep.
Space. The vinyl fart.
Space is another place. Space. Space. Yeah. Space is the place with the helpful hardware. You are now space.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. This is Chronic Nonsense. You're our listeners. We're your hosts. Now it's time to get going.
Let's get going.
Let's get going.
Guys, you know what time it is? The show. Yeah. What you might be wondering, why did you not upload last week?
Well, it was a holiday. Fuck you.
Fuck you, it was a holiday, idiot.
It was a holiday, dumbass. It wasn't a real Monday because there was a labor happening. People were doing work and shit on that day, but not really. You ever think about that? Labor Day is the day that you don't work, and every other day is not Labor Day, but you do work. You ever think about that?
I don't know what I'm doing with any of this.
You know how they say it's 5 o'clock somewhere? Well, today it's 5 o'clock everywhere.
Welcome to the new time, and it won't change. 5 o'clock everywhere.
What time is it? It's 5. Did you not get the memo? Stupid.
Men.
What time are we going to go to dinner? 5.
Ooh, dinner sounds good. When was the last time you went out to dinner?
Been a bit.
When is that? When was that?
It was a double date month ago. Maybe.
I hate months. Mm-hmm. I hate when months pass, and I hate them.
Yeah.
I went out to dinner last night.
Yeah.
With Emma. We ate dinner. We went to Chewy's.
So that would have been the last time for you.
That was the last time for me.
Okay.
Before that, it was probably Chili's at some point.
Yeah,
but
Chewy's and Chili's, those are your two only places. Yeah, okay, so Chewy's. Was it it for a thing?
I'll tell you what, Chewy's is one of the most mid places on the planet.
I love Chewy's.
Until you get the sauces.
Yeah, the sauces are what makes it.
We were eating it and we were like, this is good, but it's like,
yeah,
we know what we're here for.
Yeah.
And it's those damn chips, and it's that damn jalapeno ranch sauce. That shit carries,
and
bro.
they have a couple of menu items, I think, that have the jalapeno ranch. That's what you have to get. You have to get those.
I didn't see any that had them. You can put
sub
special
at
sauce.
least.
You can put it on as a special sauce if you like.
Yeah. But yeah, no, you don't go there for not the jalapeno ranch. That's why you go to Chewy's. That's what it's for.
Yeah. Oh man! But we went to Chewy's last night, and we went to they had a booth for us.
Yeah.
And there's a these booths. Ooh, they're too small.
Yeah.
Those booths are too small. There's all you gotta do is do a little to the back of your head, and you just like headbutted someone behind you.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. Like you're like you're the back, and it's short. It's a short booth, and you're just right so close to someone. Yeah. I've never been closer. And there's a kid that was like standing on the, the kids that stand on the booths.
Yeah.
It's usually not a problem because there's like a big thing.
Yeah.
That keeps
Big
and you're
kid.
like,
There's
oh,
a big
this is a
kid that
giant
stands
kid.
in between
His
you
name
and the
is
other
Farkle.
kid. And he says, fuck you, no, we can't, you gotta, wow. And that's what the kid says.
I thought that was coming out of my Zen for a second.
So there was a kid who was standing on the boy.
But they left, thank God.
Yeah, they left.
Thank fucking God. No,
Yeah,
I'm
get
just
that
kidding.
kid out of here.
Well, then they
Get
were
him out.
replaced by. Oh God, they got replaced. The simulation replaced the NPCs that were there. Oh, they replaced them so fast. And it was an older couple.
Yeah.
Probably like 50s to, if anything, early 60s, but 50s to late 50s.
Yeah.
They come in, they sit down, and they're respectful, right? They realize that these booths are too close, so they sit. They both sit next to each other, like away from Emma, because it was Emma who had to sit there.
Yeah.
Not me, haha. So instead, I'm looking at these two people as I'm eating. Like, all I have to do is kind of like look up, and it's kind of like I'm across from them. If you just if Emma it's like, oops, I dropped a napkin. Now I'm eating dinner with two strangers. That's kind. It was kind of weird. And he kept looking at the guy. Kept looking at me, and he was like, "Hey, like in the middle of me eating, he's like, hey, you mind if I get a picture of you?"
That's weird.
He was like, you mind if I get a picture of you? And I was like, yeah. I mean, or no, I guess. Like, yeah. And he was like, you look just like my nephew. Like, exactly.
Yeah.
Like my nephew.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. And
how much you want to bet they not? No, you don't.
Oh, let me get there. The story's not done. So I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. This is fun. I'm in public for the first time.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten out in a long time.
They could sense that.
Yes,
and
they
were
could.
like,
they're like, this guy's too.
we gotta get him. We gotta show
safe.
him what it's like out here.
Yeah, and he was like, what's your name? My name's Chris.
Yeah.
Or I probably shouldn't use his real name. There's plenty of Chris's.
There's a
It's
lot
fine.
of Chris's.
I can out a Chris.
Yeah, you can out a
Welcome
Chris.
to Out of Chris. Whoa.
Barf Meatly.
Barf Meatly. That's a great name. So where was I at? He was like, my name's Chris. I'm like, Dalen, nice to meet you. And so he takes a picture of me, and we go on eating our dinner. And I'm eating, and I swear to God, he keeps looking at me in the eyes and then doing this. Like he's about. So what I just did was open my mouth slightly and tilt my head upwards, like I'm about to call for your attention again.
Yeah.
And then he'd go back down. And Emma said she noticed that every time he'd do it, I'd be eating, and then I would change my body and prepare for an interaction.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't happen, and then I'd settle back down and go back to eating. And so we get near the end of our meal, and then he gets up and he walks over, and he shows me a picture of his nephew, who looks nothing.
Yeah.
He looks nothing like me.
They never do. Every time anybody has said anything about me looking like somebody, they show me a picture, and I'm like, I mean, we're both blonde.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So here's the crazy part about that is I have gotten that a lot before where
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my God, you look just like, I swear to God,
Yeah.
you look like just this one guy. Cause I have long curly hair.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Right. So and I don't right now. I just cut it this week and I
Wow.
had short hair and I had
Hell
a hat.
yeah.
I had one of those page boy hats on
Yep.
and like, I didn't know so whenever he was like, you look like this person, I'm like, I guarantee I didn't like
Yeah,
2
you
days
probably
ago.
both have that hat.
I guess but like the picture he showed me did not look. He didn't even look like a guy who would know what that hat is. To be fair,
That's funny.
And so he shows him to me, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, and I mentioned to him because I'm out eating, I'm feeling it. I got this
Yeah.
hat on, so I'm like, I can talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Page boy. And so I say, I'm like, that's crazy because like we just cut my hair like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I had like long curly hair, so that's pretty coincidental that I'd come in and, look like him now. And he said, well, the funny thing is about him, about my nephew. Ooh,
Is
he
that
was
you,
like,
you are my nephew.
No,
and I
no.
just have been waiting to tell you all
much
this time.
worse, much worse than that. Well, no, that's pretty. Never mind. Hold on. He was like, well, here's the thing with my nephew is that he's gotten in trouble with the law recently, and
okay.
he had an incident where he thought this girl was being sex trafficked, and he said that in the middle of the Chewy's.
Yeah.
There's like not a lot of people there either. It's just
Yeah.
so it's kind of like quiet, but there's people over in tables.
Yeah.
It's not like a super busy, but there's people.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm like, you just said that out loud in the Chewy's that he was like, oh, being sex trafficked. What? I mean, all comes whatever, and he ends up murdering a guy. Is what he says to me.
Oh.
He ends up killing him.
That's
killing a
fine.
guy. And so he's in jail right now.
I'm not worried about that.
Is what he said to me. He said he's in jail right now.
Yeah.
And yeah. So anyway, about that. Yeah, that's so yeah, he kind of looked like him, and then he just walks away.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Could have done without that last part.
I was so
Could have done without all
he
of
just
it, but
offered
like,
that. Oh no, he wasn't. That wasn't all of it either. He said he ended up saying he was like, he kept telling us more information about this guy. He's like, oh yeah, he's got like 14 years if he takes his plea deal, and we've been trying to tell him to take this plea deal, but it doesn't seem like he wants to take it. So he could be in there for life.